Survive the zombie apocalypse together. Build the strength of your colony and explore to survive in Zombie Horde.
And today we'll show you a quick how to play or overview of Zombie Horde.
And hello everyone, it's Stella.
And Tarrant here from Meeple University.
Alright, let's go to the classroom.
Zombie Horde is a cooperative survival and skirmish game in which players guide their colonies through the zombie apocalypse. It was designed by Filippo Chirico and published by DG Games Entertainment. The game plays 1 to 5 players in 90 minutes and is of medium to heavy complexity. The zombie apocalypse is upon us, and now it's time to survive, scavenge, and fight to save the world. Your band of survivors must venture out in search of resources, dodging and fighting zombies along the way, in order to upgrade their colony and to build weapons and defenses for the upcoming fights. Only a strong colony will keep morale high, keep your survivors alive, and ultimately let you build the high-powered medical lab in which you will cure the zombie virus and win the game. The game plays in alternating phases of colony management and exploration, and in colony management you'll run the colony. Your colony has a general area and 5 specialist areas for farms, maintenance, comms, medlab, and defense. Each player at the table takes charge of 1 or more of the specialist areas, and begins with 3 survivors in a specialist class. The colony also has a range of structures, and a power station which fuels them. And as you upgrade your power station through the game, you'll get access to better structures. Each round, players take responsibility to assign the survivors in their own specialist areas. You can assign them to the structures, where they'll spend the resources you've previously gained, to run the power station, to produce consumables, like food or medicine, weapons, ammunition, defenses, or new structures. You can assign them to jobs, perhaps in the ER or on comms, where they can help to mitigate the effects of some events or raider attacks. If you can spare them, send them for training. They'll take no action but will upgrade with specializations and extra powers for future rounds. You can also choose to assign your survivors to another player's area. These survivors you assign will work throughout the rest of this round, and the products of their efforts will be available from the start of next round. This most importantly includes tending the power station, without which nothing else works, and the food and water, since you'll need to feed your survivors before assessing morale, and you'll be suffering much worse effects the worse the morale is. All in all, the colony phase is a matter of resource and worker management as you determine the priorities for your colony amidst scarce resources and labour. At the end of the colony phase, you'll also send between 1 and 5 survivors out into the zombie-infested world in search of new resources. Thematically, they're out gathering while those left in the colony are working. In the game, this takes you to the exploration phase, which is your chance to battle hordes of zombies on the map. Take the survivors class cards, and then set up the scenario with one of these cards. Zombie Horde has 2 distinct types of scenarios: Search and Explore, and Fight and Resist. In Search and Explore, your survivors will progress around the map, looking for and collecting the coloured resource tokens, before escaping as quickly as you can. In Fight and Resist, you've already found the resources, but you've been cornered by zombies, and to get the resources home, you need to use the defenses at your disposal to survive a fixed number of waves of zombie advances. Explorations are played in rounds, and in each round, each survivor may take up to 3 actions in any order. With each action, a survivor can move 1 step orthogonally, including climbing if able, may pick up, drop, or trade an item, or may attack a zombie horde which is within range and line of sight. The survivor rolls a number of attack dice depending on the attack type. and then scores a hit for each die which meets or exceeds the accuracy target. This roll would be 3 hits at range 1 or 1 hit at range 2. Score the required number of hits all at once, here it would be 4, and the zombies would suffer a wound. Deal the total required wounds and the horde is defeated. Survivors can team up for a better chance of success. Here the farmer and the fixer are both within range, and so if they both spend their actions at the same time, then they both get to roll, the farmer at melee and the fixer at range 2. You can now add their scored hits together, so while individually the survivors would not have wounded the horde, together they do. Once all survivors are done, the zombies activate, first moving and then immediately killing any survivor they share an area with. To give you a final chance, each survivor has 1 reaction per zombie activation phase, which you can use to attack a zombie horde, giving you a last chance to kill it before it kills you. Other survivors within range can also join in this reaction attack. The zombie turn finishes by spawning new zombies, either new basic hordes or terrifying mutated creatures. Some cards will also trigger events, which are random effects occurring back at the colony. Players need to use whatever benefits they can find to their advantage. Build weapons in the colony to get access to stronger or more accurate attacks, although note that some will cost you ammunition. Players need to use what's lying around the map to their advantage, and particularly in the fight and resist scenarios, they'll be given helpful tools like fixed turrets or electrical grids which they can place during setup to aid in these tower defense style scenarios. As the zombies advance, players can use elevation changes for safety. But be wary, zombie hordes are organised enough to form larger hordes, and then add a wall to form zombie pyramids, rotting ladders which provide a path for other hordes. Once exploration is complete, return to the colony with any resources you scavenged and defended. Run the structures that you staffed before the exploration, note down everything you've gained, and reset your colony for the next round. Keep alternating between colony and exploration phases until either all of your survivors have died, in which case you lose, or until you've made your colony strong enough to build the strongest medilab, cure the zombie virus, and win the game. Zombie Horde offers a simple rule set across 2 distinct types of skirmish scenario, the urgent search and explores against the tower defense style fight and resist, and both give punchy gameplay experiences. Meaningful choices in the colony phase have you choosing between building weapons for better exploration, food, water and comfort for morale, or communications, meds and defense to hedge against random events, offering interesting decisions with distinctly different outcomes, while as each player controls one or more of the specialties, ensures all individual players are given their part to play. Overall, this makes Zombie Horde a clever and accessible combination of skirmish game and Eurofeel RPG. And that's our quick how to play for Zombie Horde. We are using a prototype copy of this game, and so the rules and components may not be final, and do check out the project page for the game. We'll put a link to that in the description below.
Thanks so much for watching. Your like and comments are much appreciated. Subscribe to see what's coming, and hopefully you have a wonderful day. See you next time.